Could public schools be forced to put 10 commandments in the classroom?
It is one of the recommendations. State Superintendent Ryan Walters says the state board could consider. KOCO's Andy Weber joining us live tonight. Andy, where did these recommendations come from?
Well, Evan, it came from a group called the Oklahoma Advisory Committee on Founding Principles. It's made up of several religious leaders. State Superintendent Ryan Walters says he supports at least one of the recommendations, but of the total of 3, he did not weigh in on the other 2 that were made today.
What we're going to continue to do is to make sure that faith isn't being persecuted in our schools.
State Superintendent Ryan Walters talking with reporters Thursday after a group of religious leaders sent 3 recommendations for the State Board of Education to consider. They include protecting moments of silence in public schools, which is already allowed, require the 10 Commandments be hung in all classrooms, and require a course on Western civilization. Walters telling reporters he supports protecting that daily moment of silence, but not taking a position on the other 2 quite yet.
We're looking at the other recommendations, and we'll be coming back soon with other actions around the other recommendations from the committee and how we can continue to support our kids.
We have much bigger things to kind of dig into when it comes to education here in Oklahoma.
State Rep Jacob Rosecrans, a Democrat from Norman, used to be a teacher and argues the department is focused on the wrong issues. He says requiring the 10 Commandments be hung is not going to help teach kids.
Well, first of all, I believe that's unconstitutional. Second of all, if you do that, I think that you would have to open it up for the tenets of any religion.
Walters not saying if any of these recommendations will be made a reality or if it would require the legislature to get involved.
That's something we're looking at all options. How can we ensure that religious liberty is protected in our school? How can we make sure that as a state we're moving the ball for our students and making sure that everybody has a great education possible?
And if the state board wishes to act on any of these recommendations, they'll have to wait. Their next meeting isn't set until next month in late July.